Hey, Bennyboy23 here. This is an update for my work log on my Orange Attack project, and so I'm going to show you around what I've been doing for the past 3 weeks, and I hope you enjoy. This is my case as it is of right now. It's built out of a 20 millimeter Army surplus ammo case, 1/16 gauge steel, really heavy duty stuff. I've built 3 cases out of this exact same case, and my last case was built out of a 120 millimeter ammo case, which is this baby you see right here. Obviously, you can see there's quite a size difference. This is more closer to the ATX format. I did all my original designs for this case on Google SketchUp for the first time, and it's the first time I've ever done it, and I must say that it saves you a lot of time because I could virtually size up all my products and see where would fit where, and then print out my designs with exact measurements, which before I never could do. I kind of had to build as long as they go. So this is my case. As you can see, it's quite a different format as you're used to seeing. The power supply is basically right across from the motherboard, which actually proves to be a really tight fit, and I'll show you guys later how I'm going to make that work out with liquid cooling. This case is going to have a 3 by 120 millimeter radiator, which will be mounted underneath, which you can't tell for now, but this case will be elevated about 4 inches off the ground with some feet, and the radiator will be mounted under there. But as of now, you can see what I've got so far. This is the motherboard mounting array in the back. This I'm going to remove. I'm going to find some way to hook up with the rotting under here and compromise with that, but I'll show you later. You can see where the power supply is going to fit out and where the motherboard array is. And really tight fit, not a lot of room to work with, but I've done all my measurements and I'm sure I can fit everything in here and make this case fit about everything you see in those full tower cases, which are about twice as big as this. So this will be really compact and really efficient. Moving around to the front, this is a design from Supreme Commander. If anyone plays that game and they recognize it belongs to one of the factions on the games. But yeah, I still have a couple buttons I'm going to install up here, power and a reset switch, and probably something a lot of people see it stands out right away is the CD drive. Now, this actual CD drive I have in here isn't what I'm going to use. It's just for a template working with, but I've always had a trouble figuring out where to fit the CD drive because it's always been a pain in the butt to fit in these computers, and I found that I could do a recess on top of the computer and fit it at an angle like that. And so this is going to work out really good, and I'm really excited to see what it's going to look like. I'm going to do some modding to a bezel of the front of the CD player, and I'm going to have an actual window on top of the CD player so you'll be able to see the discs as they go in, spin around, see the laser. It'll look really cool. I'm also going to have an additional 120 millimeter fan up here with the grill and plexiglass sidings, and you can see the hard drive array, which I bought the hard drive rack. I'm really excited to see how it's going to work out. And if I come around to the rear, you can see where I have access to all the hard drives, and hopefully it should fit out really good. Now, of course, I still have lots of work to do. I'm to the point where I'm almost done drilling all my holes, and I just need to fit my motherboard rack in, and I should be ready for final sand prepping for painting, and then I'll do my primer hopefully tomorrow and start to get rolling on that. But I still have quite a bunch to do. I hope I can get it done tonight, and then of course plexiglass for last, which is always fun. But I'll just show you around all the tools I've been using and stuff. These are basically my tools of the trade right here. Skill saw. I have a table saw in the back room, but I'm not going to show that. And then some Milwaukee drills, of course good old Dremel, my Milwaukee grinder, which if you ever cut steel, this thing is just a godsend. And of course jigsaw, which is necessary for cutting steel, and I have many uses for this. Those are my basic tools. Of course, in the shop I have a drill press and I have a cut saw there in the back, and this is basically all I use. I don't have anything really fancy equipment or anything. The stereo right there in the background. But here's the mess I've accumulated for a couple days. Let's see, I have paddings here, lots of leftovers. Of course, schematics I've drawn up for all the parts I'm going to be using, make sure they fit, and I have all my hole alignments right. This is some screen I'm going to be using for the fans. Was actually part of a basket bin I bought from Walmart and dismantled. I looked all over town, and surprisingly, I couldn't find any perforated metal anywhere. Home Depot didn't have it, True Value didn't have it, a metal surplus store didn't have any, and so I ended up going to Walmart and found this. Since I didn't want to spend 15 bucks and buy it offline, I got this for like 8 bucks at Walmart. Yeah, these are pretty much everything I'm hopefully going to be using. Here's my motherboard tray over here. It's hard to tell, but it's a plexiglass tray, what used to be an old Sunbeam case, that which my friend donated to me, and since it had a cracked front bezel, I've kind of dismantled all the pieces and hopefully can use it. So that's what I'm using for my motherboard tray. That's pretty much everything as of now. I'm going to keep lots of surprises in store, and you know, I'm really looking forward to the painting section because I'm going to have lots of fun doing with that. But hope to keep you guys updated with everything I'm doing, and I hope you enjoyed everything I have. And if you have any questions, please post, and I'll be sure to reply. This is Benny Boy out.